This time home spec inspections. We're doing an inspection this morning. 4166 Astrion Court. Getting started a tad early this morning. This is an ASHI inspection. ASHI is the American Society of Home Inspectors, a copy of ASHI Standards of Practice. It's given with the home inspection contract and is the contract. What we're looking for here is any major electromechanical structural problems that may dissuade a buyer from buying the property. Okay? Major issues. The inspection is real similar to hiring an electrician, a plumber, a furnace person, a structural engineer all in one. Find issues with those 4 different systems or trades. Then we have the electrician, the furnace guy, the window guy, the engineer, the roofer come out to further evaluate. The reason for that is there's different ways of fixing the same problem, especially in structural stuff. There's different opinions, method, cost, materials, and all that. I don't do that. That's contractor stuff. Usually we don't need those people out here, but if we do, that's what you do next. On a bid system, hire the electrician to figure out how much it's going to cost to fix the issues that I found. Okay? I'm going to start on the roof and work my way down. Also, it's not a cosmetic nickel and dime inspection. Okay? Not looking for holes in screens or dandelions. Okay? And of course, some things aren't going to be inspected. The sprinkler systems and the air conditioner is not going to be able to be operated today. I'm going to start on the roof and work my way down. Close up of your roof here, looks pretty good shape. Asphalt, fiberglass, architectural shingles. Yeah, you should get another 10 or so years out of this. Looks like they did a good thing. They put ridge vents up there, so that's the best way to vent a roof. Now make your roof last longer and keep your house cooler. This gutter, as you can tell, is improperly sloped. Pond and water over there. Slope that way instead of this way. Okay. And this is your infamous ponding water, ice damming here. What happens with this is this melts up there and the water goes up underneath the shingle. So, then they cut the gutter there so it's leaking and rotting out the trim board there. So this is what I would do. I'd cut that off there and drain it in there, right into there from there with a pipe going down. And then maybe put some heat tape up here. So in the valley there. Back other slope of the roof, and this doesn't look very good here. This is actually kind of, these are need to be replaced here. Probably these shingles here, they're losing their granules. The issue is, why are they losing their granules? It looks okay up there. Looks kind of rough over here too. So is this just because it's ice damming here? Looks like it's vented okay. Anyway. You can get a roofer out here to give you another opinion on this. Back porch here is probably put on without a permit. It's not high enough to require a permit, so I'm sure they didn't pull one. So not a real issue. It's not going to hurt anybody. But the ledger board's not flat, so water can go behind here and leak and it can fail. The good news is if it fails, it's not really going to hurt anybody. Might break a leg or something, but not real worried about it. And you can't flash it now anyway. Siding looks pretty good. Looks like they painted it too. This might be hardy board siding, or smart siding anyway. The trim isn't. This is cardboard. This stuff is junk. But it will last if you keep it painted. Cover your window well to keep the rain out of the basement, out of the sump pit. Get some hydrostatic pressure there from the water pushing the retaining wall in down there. Cover these and slope the dirt away from that window well so you get the water away from it and you don't have that pressure on the window well. This one's not too bad. And then you need to clean it out. It's supposed to have a gap down there and rock down there. Right now it's acting as a pool liner. All those leaves. Rain's in here, going to go right in your basement. You also need to caulk the windows right there. You put backer rod in there and then caulk those windows. Big gaps there. All of them. You don't have enough ventilation. That might be the problem here. You don't have any vents over here, soffit vents. That's probably why that's all losing its granite. It's getting too hot. Got soffit vent here, little square things. Some over here. Yeah, it's not vented right. I would even probably put in a gable vent or two if you want. Same story here. Clean out your window wells. They got a drain down there. Clean them out, cover them. Caulk your windows to the concrete right there. Yeah, big gap. And then make sure it's pretty good grade here, so you're good. Yeah, this is a concrete siding. So see how it's cracked? That's how you can tell without tearing it up and looking at it. Yeah, that's good. This stuff will last forever. The trims won't. The trims need to be caulked and painted every other couple of years. You need to watch your trims. If you had a defective GFI, there's no power here in the kitchen. Waste money on skim coats. Those magical skim coats they sell at Home Depot, the epoxy coats that are going to just skim over it, no, they don't work. It peels off in about 3 years, so don't waste money on it. Plus, that's pretty expensive anyway. The sub panel in here. You got 200 amps, so nothing, no issues here. And the only problem is maybe you need 220 to go for your sub panel for your basement. So you can do that because they got tandem ones you can use here, so that shouldn't be an issue. Box not be labeled. What you want to do is magic marker them if you want. You don't have an end on your no daylight for the end. You need to dig this up and get an end to show the end of your sump pit, or it could back up in there when it pumps. The pan on your washer, if they leak, they're going to flood your whole house and ruin it. So you put a Smitty pan, they call them, or a drip drain pan underneath here. Okay? You can do a pest inspection if you want. You got mice in your garage, and I guarantee you they always figure a way to get in the house. The mice get in through these little holes, just foam those holes up, all these holes. Look at this huge one over here. This is how you're getting in. You can get a coyote coming in there. Holy cow. So yeah, you fix this, your mice problems are gone. This garage door is supposed to close all the way. It really doesn't. You just tighten up those hinges if you want, and it should close okay. Okay? Suppose have a tip over device for your stove if you don't have one. A little bit of monoxide leaking out. We got up to 2 parts. I think this flue pipe needs to be gooed up with that 2,000-degree caulk a little bit. Yeah, we're up to 2 there. Okay. I want to clean out your ducts. All the way down underneath the master. This needs to be tightened up. It's a drain leak. See? Up here in the attic, a little bit of disturbed insulation up here. I'm guessing it's from somebody walking around. Sometimes they're from critters running around up here, but I don't know. Anywho, I don't see anybody chewing on the wires. Usually they end up chewing on the wires. Critters. What do you call them? Mice and, not mice, but raccoons, and I don't see any chew marks on there, so I don't think you got critters up here. Usually they love chewing on electrical wires, believe it or not. Anyway, other than that, it's fine. That's your soffit or your ridge vent up there. You need more ventilation on the sides here. And you should be good to go. Leaking here, and you need to probably put a better connection in there. I'd change out this saddle tap too. It's rusting and leaking on top of your hot water heater. There's a leak in whatever that is, a dryer vent there in the basement. These things fail, you're going to need to have water alarms on, especially if you finish the basement, okay? Bacterial contamination with the pipe stuck in the drain. Plus this thing's leaking air all over the top up here. I don't like these, so you can do what you want to with it. A little monoxide leak with the connection to the flue pipe here to the furnace. See this thing leaking a little bit there? It just needs to be glued up with caulk so it doesn't leak there. And the furnace should be cleaned and serviced. Pretty dirty back there. There it is. You can see how dirty that motor is back there. If this thing would focus on it. It won't focus, but it's mastered. Pretty nasty. There it is. See how dirty that is. He'd had the furnace clean, service certified, put a real filter in there that's not going to get sucked into the unit. That's pretty much the conclusion of the inspection here on Astrion Court. That's it.